This lesson we're going to be learning the solo to You Shook Me All Night Long. The song is in the key of G, so the solo is mainly using G pentatonic minor and a little bit of G pentatonic major, which is classic Angus Young. So let's take a look at the first lick, and if you need to, reference your tab there. Make sure you've listened to the solo a couple of times so that you know exactly what it sounds like. So it starts off with this whole note bend on the 5th fret of the G string. So we're in our pentatonic minor, first original box that you ever learned. So it's a full bend there. Then we go 3rd fret, high E string, to 6th fret B string, to 3rd fret B string. Right on the downbeat of the next bar. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's a bend and release on the 5th fret of the G string. And then we go 3rd fret G string, 3rd fret G string, 5th fret D string, 5th fret A string, 5th fret D string. So it sounds like this. Okay, got that so far? I'm going to go a little faster because if you're in this lesson, then you should have a little bit of chops that you can move around. So, get that part down first. Okay, then the next little lick, easy, kind of walk right down the pentatonic minor scale. So it's 5 on the D string, 3, 5 on the A string, 3. And then 6, 3. That's 6, 3 on the low E string, and then jumps up here to the 3rd fret of the G string, to the 5th fret of the D string, then opposite that. So it's... So all together that sounds like... Okay, so that's kind of like the first part of the solo. Let me play that again real slow from the top. Okay, that's where we are so far. Then the solo, that's all over that part where Malcolm's playing real staccato. Whoops. And then here, he starts to open it up. That's where this lick comes in. And that's the rest of the solo, okay? So after what we got so far, you slide from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the G string with your 2nd finger, and then hit the 6th fret of the B string twice. And then do the same thing a whole step up. So now we're in that G pentatonic major sound. This is kind of like, if you were in the key of G, this is that B.B. King box that we've talked about before. So then you're going to hit 9, 8 again, and do this bend. So it's 10th fret. While you're holding it with your pinky, hit the 10th fret of the E string. Then you release it, pluck it and release it again. To 8th fret. One more time. And then you go 11, B string. And then a half note, half bend on the B string, 11th fret. So full and then half. Then 8th fret, 9th fret, G string, back to the 8th fret. This is our root note here, that's G. That's what it should sound like. So we have a full bend, half bend, 8, 9, 8. So let me take you from the top up to there. Nice and slow. Okay, now we're going to go up to the octave G pentatonic minor, all the way up here to the 15th fret. He's going to start with this full bend on the 18th fret of the B string. Then we're going to go 15 E string, 18 B string, 15 B string. So we go. Let's see, I can't, it's hard to play slow. Let's see. There it is. So it's $15, $18, $15. Then you do a bend on the 17th fret G string, bend and release, pull off to 15, then 17 on the D string, then to come back and do a double stop. So you're barring the G and B string with your 3rd fret on the 17th fret, with your 3rd finger on the 17th fret, and then doing the same on the 15th fret with your 1st finger. So it goes. Does that make sense? Then right after that, you do a bend on the 17th fret again. And then while you're holding that bend, you play the 18th fret with your pinky on the B string. Pull off to the 15, and then the 17th fret of the D string. Then we do that double stop again, but twice. Okay, so let me retune a little bit here. So we got. Okay, now we got our last little run. That's the rest of it. So this is a cool little series of bends here. 18th fret high E string, full bend, and then a half bend. So you're going from you're bending up to the 4th interval and then to the major 3rd, which is really cool. And then a half bend on the 17th fret. Now that's a bend, release, and pull off to the 15th fret of the E string. And then go back to 17, and then back to 17 on the B string. Back to 15, and then a full bend on the 18th fret of the B string. So that's 15, 18, 15, Bend on the 17th fret G string, release, pull off to the 15th fret, and then slide from 17 to 19. So far we have and then the last lick is that's 15 to 17 B string, hammer on, to 15 high E string. Then back to 17 B string. And then it's a bend on the 17th fret, high E string, and then release, and then end on the 15th fret of the high E string, and that's your G note. Now this little lick at the end is a total pentatonic major lick, because pentatonic major would be in G. So it's all right there. Minor, pentatonic minor in G, is right there. So he's going back and forth, which is really cool. He's using pentatonic major and pentatonic minor. So that's it. It's not terribly complicated. It's definitely something, a solo. Solos are tough when you're trying to mimic and play the exact notes of other people's solo. But this one, if you take it in those short little bits, is totally, it's achievable for sure. So take your time with it. Make sure you're listening to how it goes and referencing the tab. But that is the guitar solo for You Shook Me All Night Long.